Welcome back. Joining us virtually right now, we have Kemp of Acadiana Serves. Calvin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to do it.
I'm so happy that you are here. So you have Acadiana Serves, and we were talking a little bit during the break. You've been playing tennis since you were 8 years old.
Yes, that's correct. So I was fortunate enough to be able to start at a public tennis center when I was 8 years old. And this facility was designated to give kids an opportunity to be able to play tennis. So we had a set time that we could go out to the courts to learn to play. So I was very fortunate.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's really served you well over the years. You have Acadiana Serves now. Calvin, talk about why you started Acadiana Serves.
So throughout my journey of learning to play tennis, I was very fortunate. I was able to play tennis in college at a high level, travel all around the world and play tennis. And so when I got into the tennis business, I was working with kids that were training 20 hours a week and traveling all over the world. And I realized that people like me weren't doing enough to grow the game and to make sure that it was being accessible to people at a grassroots level. And so I mentioned that to my wife, and we decided to go into the public facility space, which is what we're doing now, because we want everyone to be able to experience the sport.
Yeah, and it looks like such a fun sport to play. Why is it so important that you grow the sport, especially with that younger generation?
Sure. So the cool thing about tennis is it's one of the best lifetime sports. And the great thing about it is you can play tennis from 4 years old all the way up to 94 years old.
Wow.
Right now we have a state tournament that's going on behind us, and they have a 95 and over division for tennis. And so tennis reaches every demographic of people, and it gives you something that you can do socially or competitive for the rest of your life.
And I think that's amazing that you are kind of encouraging and fostering that tennis community here in Acadiana. You offer some programs for those kids to kind of get them going and get them started. What do you have?
Absolutely. So we have tennis programs that run all year long. Right now we have our 10 and under league that's currently running. And the great thing about this, it's a very new product here in Louisiana. You don't have to have any experience to be able to play. We use a modified scoring format and a rally option for players of all abilities, and we have kids that are young as 4 years old all the way up to 10 years old to be introduced to the sport, and that's great. Right after this, we have the summer camps that'll also be coming up. So we have tennis programs that go all year long.
And that's super, like summer's right around the corner. So how can people sign up for these programs?
Sure. So if you're interested about any more information about our tennis programs, you can look at our website, which is acadianaserves.com. We also are on social media, but we have all of the information there, or you could just stop by either of the parks. We have Beaver Park and Thomas Park.
Yeah, and Calvin, I want to talk a minute about the tournament that's going on behind you. Tell us about this. What's happening right now?
So we're very fortunate. We're one of the cities that gets an opportunity to host the United States Tennis Association State Championship for Louisiana.
Wow.
So right now we have all the best players that are 55 and over playing here in Lafayette. And so we're using 4 facilities. There's right around 500 players. They're going to be playing today, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's the best players. And the winning teams from this level will advance to the southern level, where they'll play against the other top states. The other 9 states.
Oh my goodness. I think it's incredible what you're doing to foster the tennis community here. We're almost out of time, but I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think are some of the best life skills that you've gotten from playing tennis this many years?
Sure. So the great thing about tennis is you learn a lot of life lessons in a controlled environment. I think the best thing that it teaches you is to be disciplined as well as perseverance, because some days you're going to go out there and you're going to have a good day. Some days you're going to have a bad day. The way my mom used to tell it to me was, some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield.
I love that saying. That's such a great one. I've never heard that before. And
Yep.
Calvin, we are almost out of time. If people at home want to learn more about Acadiana Serves and get involved and learn tennis for themselves, how can they contact you?
Yeah, the best way to contact us is via our website, acadianaserves.com, or you can find us on social media at Acadiana Serves. We have this cool little logo here with the tennis ball inside of the target.
Yeah.
Okay, but either one of those, and you'll be able to find all the information about the programs as well as everything that we offer at the parks.
Well, Calvin, thank you so much for your time and joining us virtually to share your story with our viewers today.
I'm happy to do it. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, if you at home are interested in picking up a racket, head to our website, KLAF.com. We're going to post a direct link right there on everything about Acadiana Serves. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.